Hi, Mike DePung here. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I know that things aren't well on a collective level in many ways, and yet for some they are. And I'm grateful for those who are caring for their own souls, who are listening to their own hearts. And I want to just remind you of a couple of things that are the basis of what I do. Um, that we come as human beings equipped with two operating systems, ego and heart. And just to make this very short, we come here to experience life through heart. And when the kinds of things go on that are confusing and the kinds of things happen that are lies that are being told by elected officials, when there are things that are mean and being done that are mean and nasty to other people, where we somewhere, somehow, with ego, try to separate ourselves, try to make ourselves better, try to protect ourselves. We don't need to. You know why? And this is what I want to get to today. Because we are one. I am you and you are me. Oh, you can go back to some of Walt Whitman's works and read that kind of thing about how the interactions go. And I think of the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the celebration of his life coming up in a few days. Just we are one. And it doesn't make sense to try to be better, to hurt, to oppress. It doesn't help if we don't care enough about ourselves to care about others. And that's the essence of it. If we care about others, we're going to be caring about ourselves. And that's what I want. And that's this little volume of poetry that I put together, The Trees Whisper Wisdom, um, that will be out, I hope, by the end of this week. It looks like things are shaping up pretty good. Uh, and so I'm going to really work to have this done by this weekend. But it's all about using heart to interact with trees, in this case specifically, but with one another too. And the poems lead you to that if you listen with your heart and not with your ego. And I wanted to read just a very short, the end of a poem about a pine tree, a couple of pine trees that I've known for many years. And I wanted to just emphasize this connection with others, with trees, and then with one another through heart energy. You know, ego just asks all kinds of questions, but what about them? What about this? What about if I don't get this? And what about if they get it and I don't? All those kinds of questions are ego questions. Heart has answers, or they have questions for you that make you look to the answers found in heart itself. So here's what I write at the end of this pine tree poem that I wrote, and ones that I saw every day for many years. And this is the last bit of it. I root myself to harmonize with the rich soil, to share the root depths, waiting like the patient pines do, for pollinating readers to spark life, my words penetrating their souls. The pines receive me with whispering approval as I receive those who walk into these words that I write because I care. I care about myself. I care about you. And I hope that my work will just give you uh, time to pause and reflect upon your infinite worth and value. Because if you realize that, we're going to eliminate a whole lot of strife, a whole lot of ugliness in this world. And we're going to know what real love, heart love, is all about. So until next video, love and peace.